So your dryer is flashing a D or an RH error code, and it's completely stopped working. Well, you've come to the right place. And you should know, this isn't just any old error. It's one of the most serious warnings your dryer can give you. Let's dig in and figure out exactly what it means, and more importantly, what to do about it. Right, so you're staring at that little D or RH on the display. By the way, they mean the exact same thing, it just depends on your dryer's model. Your laundry is probably still soaking wet, and you're wondering, is this a simple fix or is this a really big deal? Well, the good news is we are about to get to the bottom of what's really going on. So what in the world does this code actually mean? I can tell you it's not some random glitch. Nope. It's a very specific SOS, coming straight from your dryer's brain, the main control board. That D or RH code, it stands for a heater relay fault. Okay, in plain English, there's a tiny electronic switch on the circuit board called a relay. Its only job is to tell the dryer when to heat up and when to stop. And right now that switch has failed. It's either stuck open, which means you get no heat, or, and this is the dangerous one, it's stuck closed. And this is precisely why you have to take this code so seriously. A relay that's stuck in the on position means the dryer can just keep heating and heating and heating, even when it's supposed to be off. That is a massive fire hazard. So let's be clear, this isn't just an inconvenience that's keeping your clothes wet, it is a critical safety alert. Because that risk is so real, what you do in the next 60 seconds is the most important part of this whole process. So listen up. Let's walk through the immediate safety steps you need to take right now. And I mean it. Stop. Everything. Do not try to run another cycle. Don't start pushing a bunch of buttons trying to clear the code. Just stop. Okay, now for the absolutely crucial steps. If you have an electric dryer, I want you to go to the wall and unplug that big, heavy-duty cord completely. Pull it out. If you have a gas dryer, find the gas supply valve, it's usually behind the machine, and turn it to the off position. And under no circumstances should you even think about plugging it back in or turning the gas on to restart it. We have to neutralize any and all danger before we do anything else. All right, now that the appliance is safely powered down, it's time to put on our detective hats. We're going to do a simple visual check to see if we can spot the culprit red-handed. Now, it's really important to know which kind of dryer you have, because this error means slightly different things for each. You see, on an electric dryer, that little faulty relay controls the full 240 volts going straight to the heating element. But on a gas dryer, it controls the 120 volts that tell the gas valve to open up for ignition. Knowing which one you're dealing with helps make sense of the problem. Okay, so when you actually get your eyes on the main control board, that green circuit board that's the brains of the whole operation, these are the telltale signs of a failed relay. You're going to be looking for obvious heat damage. I'm talking burnt or melted plastic around a specific component, black scorch marks on the board itself, or even components that look like they're bulging. Oh, and you might also notice a very distinct sharp smell of burnt electronics. You can't miss it. So, you've done the safety steps, you've done a quick visual check. Now we can follow a really clear and logical path to confirm exactly what's gone wrong. This all comes down to one big question. Did you see any of that visible damage on the control board? Any of those scorch marks? Any melted plastic? Did you get that burnt smell? Your answer right here is going to tell us exactly what to do next. So here's where the path splits in two. If the answer is yes, you saw visible damage, then the verdict is in. The case is closed. The control board is fried and it absolutely has to be replaced. Now, if the answer is no, you didn't see anything obvious, well, the board is still the #1 suspect, but it's possible another part, like the heating element, shorted out and caused the problem. A technician would test those other parts just to be 100% sure. So let's just recap the investigation. The most likely cause, by far, is that the relay on the control board just failed on its own. It happens. A little less often, a shorted heating element or even a big power surge to your house could have been the thing that destroyed the relay. But you notice the pattern here? The solution is almost always the same. You've got to replace the control board. Okay, we've nailed down the problem and we know the fix. So now we come to the big decision. Are you going to tackle this repair yourself, or is it time to call in a professional? Let's break down the options so you can make the best choice. Doing it yourself is going to cost you the price of the part. Hiring a pro adds labor, but you get a warranty and, frankly, peace of mind. And of course, there's always the nuclear option of buying a whole new dryer. But, if your machine is less than 7 or 8 years old, a repair is usually the smarter financial move. Let's talk real numbers. If you're feeling handy and you decide to go the do-it-yourself route, you can expect the new control board itself to cost you somewhere between $150 and $300. Yeah, it's a key part, but it's still way cheaper than a new dryer. Now, if you choose to have a professional handle it, you're probably looking at a total bill somewhere between $250 and $450. That price covers everything: the part, the service call, the labor, and it almost always comes with a warranty on the work. For a lot of people, that extra cost is totally worth it for the safety and the guarantee. Now let's be crystal clear about this. There are a few situations where this isn't a choice. You have to call a pro. Number 1, if you have a gas dryer, just stop. Call a professional. Don't mess with gas lines. Number 2, if you are even slightly uncomfortable working with high voltage 240-volt systems, call a professional. If your dryer is still under warranty, doing it yourself will void it, so let them fix it. And finally, if you replace the board and the error comes back, that means there's a deeper problem that needs an expert eye. Okay, so the new part is in. Either you did it or a pro did, but we're not quite done yet. Let's talk about how to keep this from ever happening again and making sure your dryer is 100% safe to use. Want to make sure you never have to deal with this again? Here are 3 super simple habits that can save your new control board. First, get a surge protector designed for major appliances. It's a no-brainer. Second, clean your entire vent system, and I mean the whole thing, from the dryer to the outside at least once a year. Clogged vents cause overheating, which just fries electronics. And finally, try to avoid consistently overloading your dryer. It just puts extra strain on everything. So if you remember just one single thing from all of this, let it be this. The D or RH error is not a code you should ever ignore or just try to reset. In 95% of cases, it is a direct, urgent message from your dryer that the control board is compromised and has to be replaced to keep your home safe. Period. And I'll just leave you with this final thought. We know that power surges can kill these expensive control boards. So is spending maybe $30 on a surge protector today worth it to prevent a $300 repair bill down the road? I think you know the answer to that. Stay safe out there.